Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for May 2023. This is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific with your reading, Gemini, I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, Gemini, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence on divination, including tarot. Every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, ruling planet, ruling sign. I mean, we go really, really deep when the two are combined. Now, Gemini, this is a big month. I'm not going to lie. This is a very significant month, all right? There's two things happening, and they're game-changing. You're probably going through some shifts. You're probably going through some shifts right now. And you are going through some major shifts. I want you to know that astrologically. And so if you want to go straight to the reading, you can fast forward. I'm going to talk about this for about 2 minutes because this is very relevant to you out of all the signs, okay? This is really relevant. Now, two things that are happening. Full moon in Scorpio, all right? May 5th. This is a big one. This is powerful, all right? I want you to think back to what happened in November 2021. I want you to think back to even May 2022, okay? These eclipses are series, right? And this one's in Scorpio. So there could be some conclusion activity around those dates, all right? Think about it, all right? If you keep a journal, look back to see what happened around that time, okay? This is a pretty intense, it's a pretty intense full moon. It is in your 6th house of everyday activities, and work is involved, okay? Even pets, if you have pets, there could be some activity around, pets, but also for a lot of Gemini's health too, all right? So this is, when things are in Scorpio, like when the moon's in Scorpio, I mean, that's intense. Okay, we're going really deep here below the surface. Now, the reason why I want you to really absorb this, even though that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Something may be eclipsed out of your life, okay? And it may be something you may see unfavorably. You may be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. But it's to clear this slate for these new things to come in. Now, Jupiter is moving signs into Taurus. It's leaving Aries. It's moving into Taurus. Okay, that's going to happen on May 19th, May 16th, okay? And so this is why this is such a big deal. This is moving into your 12th house. This Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion, profit, it's all moving into your 12th house. It's up here, okay? The subconscious, all right? The subconscious, the past. This is a month where you may do a lot of soul searching. You're going to go really deep. Okay? A lot of signs are going to do that with this full moon in Scorpio or this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. But with the transits that's happening, it's going to be one of those months where you're just going to, and it gets really fun toward the end of the month. But it could be a really intensive, first few weeks. Now, here's what I mean. This is for you, okay? Gemini, this is specific to you. We know Mercury is in retrograde, okay? Mercury's been in retrograde since April. So what's happening? I want you to think of this as a 3-act play, okay? Mercury went into retrograde. So a lot of y'all Geminis, Mercury's your ruling planet. So this is affecting you the most, you and Virgos, out of all the signs, okay? So you've probably in the past few weeks have been reassessing things, rethinking things, really, really reevaluating things in your life to get to your path of enlightenment, to get to the things that you want, your passions, your goals, right? Mercury and the Sun are going to conjunct. They're going to have a cazimi on May 1st. I want you to mark this down. Around this time, this is the act 2 of this play, you will have a moment of clarity. You're going to have that aha moment. Everything will just make sense. You will see, I know what I have to do. I realize what's blocking my path. This is what I, want. This is the passions I need. And then Jupiter goes into Taurus because Mercury is retrograde in Taurus. And so that's when every Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, the progress, it's amazing. It's amazing, okay? So this Mercury retrograde was actually really good for you. Really good for you. All right? So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Listen, if you're new to my channel, two things. I write all the key astrological dates in the description box. I haven't even talked about like the fact that Mars is going into Leo. This is huge for you, Gemini. This is huge for you, big time, because that's actually in your third house. You're the native ruler of the third house. We'll talk about that when we get to that, but it is communication, it's siblings, maybe some activity around that with siblings. Travel. A lot of y'all may be planning trips, short distance trips. But Venus in Cancer and Mars in Cancer. Venus and Mars in Cancer for 2 weeks. Okay. This is pretty. I love this. I love this. I especially love this for you because that's in your second house of salary. All right. And if you're not here for money, if you're not here for salary, self-value. It's like you realize this is the month. Look at that. I love that. The page of cups flipped over. I don't do jumpers. That was just like a slip of my slippery hands. What I was going to say, that's in your second house of salary. All right. So you may have this moment where you just finally put your foot down and say, damn it, I bring a lot more value than what I'm getting paid for. Damn it, I am worth a lot more than what I'm getting paid for. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what it's all about for you, Gemini. I love it for you. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for May 2023. This is, again, for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. Now, remember, stay tuned to the end, for my monthly readings. I always remember I do the... I pull more cards after I do your spread. Okay, I pull more cards. I bring it week by week. I break it down week by week. Okay, so Gemini, look at what's going on for you. So I'm doing a traditional Celtic cross spread, and I will pull clarifiers if I need to pull clarifiers. All right, so you can see there is sunlight coming through, so you may not see the cards. So I'm going to bring them up to the screen because you're going to want to see this. Everything that I just said. Right here. All right, this is really great. You got the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so it came in your past. So I'm picking up a lot more like family energy here. All right, there's a lot of things going on with family. This card is an outstanding card. Okay, this is, if you think about the tree of life, like this is the 10th like sphere, we'll call it sphere. And so this is like your kingdom come. This is like, coming into your, the completion, right? The end, coming into your physical reality. Now you can see it's raining pentacles in the form of the tree of life. So a lot of y'all may have gotten some movement in terms of just going toward your legacy. Some of y'all have reached your legacy, or, something that you've wanted, you finally got. And now it's like, where do I go from here? What's the next step, right? Because 10 is the end, right? But there is a lot of like completion energy, a lot of like, again, family legacy energy, but a lot of money and wealth. This is prosperity. This is success. You can see the Hermit. He's made it. All right. So he's like with his family here. You see the young couple. You even see the little child in the corner, right? So when I say like this is 3 generations at play, all right, and this is all about like those cycles, okay? And so a lot of y'all, really good stuff happening with your family, and I really love that. There's a lot of stuff happening with you individually in terms of getting what you want or having completed something, like something could have come to a conclusion. Not gonna lie, especially with, for a lot of, career, okay, with the money and wealth here, all right? But also even like seeing that self-value and self-worth for yourself. I really love that you got the 10 of Pentacles. Now, here you go in the heart of your spread. You got the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this has come up in a lot of your readings, okay? Now, this is... Hey, in the heart of your spread. So this is kind of like the theme of May. When I say this is a big month for you, this is a very big month for you. Okay, Gemini? And happy birthday for those born toward the end of May. So listen, there you go. 7 of Pentacles. 7 is all about desire. Okay, it's all about that desire. Listen, this is showing that you've worked hard to get where you're at. Okay, and this month you'll see that, and a lot of y'all are going to be frustrated. All right, that's the energy I'm getting picked up. It's almost like some of y'all are not getting what you want, or it's not coming soon enough. Okay, but then some of y'all are okay with it. You're like, oh, I like the pace of this. I see the finish line. I'm good with that. But a big energy that's coming through is that it is a big month for you to make a decision. That's all. It really is. Okay. And when I say make a decision, ask yourself, are you on the right path? If you're not on the right path, think about that. Okay. Ask yourself, all right, and where does that resonate in your life? In relationships, in career, self-development, identity, right? Think about that, right? Family, what resonates with you, okay? Because you really, really worked hard to get to this point. We're talking blood, sweat, and tears here, okay? Now, he's taking a little break, a little pause. He doesn't look too happy, but he's just like, right? So, big message, especially with it coming in the heart of your spread. Think about it. Think about it this month, okay? Again, there may be something eclipsed out of your life, all right? There may be something eclipsed out of your life in the first week, and these eclipses actually they have a lot. Not only do they have a lot of weight, but they endure. Okay, so some of y'all could feel it the day of the eclipse, a week before the eclipse, a week after the eclipse, or a month after. All right, even 2 months. I mean, like. This eclipse is strong, okay? It's a strong one, all right? So just be prepared for that. There may be something that could be eclipsed out, all right? And it could be surprising because, there is, it is opposing Uranus, which is, the planet of surprises and unexpected things. But listen, Ace of Cups. So this is why some of y'all may be at a point where you may be a little bit just more like, right? In terms of like, what you've invested in, okay? Whether it's career, whether it is a relationship, just working hard toward your goals. You want that enlightenment. That's all you want. I mean, clear as day here, you got the sun, right? But with the Ace of Cups in your challenge area, it's almost like two things here. One, I want you to know, I know that y'all have been just looking at your chart, right? So for Geminis, there's been some moments, ups and downs, okay? A lot of ups, couple downs, right? So listen, with the Ace of Cups, which is all about all your senses completely fulfilled, overflowing, right? Overflowing here. We call this the heart of tarot, all right? This is, those moments where you just so pure, like pure joy, right? Not even pure, like beyond that, rapturous, right? Intense pure joy, right? Pleasure, nirvanic in your challenge area. You know what that means? It's like it's a lot of self-love here, okay? I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to look at the past. I want you to look at the future. You have a lot to look forward to, all right? So if you're thinking about the past, especially with Mercury in retrograde, you are for sure. A lot of y'all may be doing that already, but use it to empower yourself. Use it to think about how you can flip your mindset on things. One thing that, I just had a conversation with a friend who is a Gemini, by the way, and she doesn't watch my readings, but I've known her since excuse me, I've known her since I was 18, like back in Georgia. We would anyway, I've known her for a long time. So I was just on the phone with her, and she was just talking about, or she kept bringing up things, and this may be, what's been going on with Geminis, just talking about things about her past, just worried about the future based on things that have happened in the past. And, even like considering her partner too, as well. She was like, well, I'm worried, there may be a layoff or whatever. I was like, why are you doing it? You're bringing all this nervous, anxious energy into your life right now. Worry about that when the time comes. If it happens, you like it. Sure, you can like mentally prepare, but now it's like really, it's taking up all your headspace. So use this time to empower you and to say like, no, that's not going to happen to him. No, that's not going to happen. And if it does, he'll get a better job. Flip your mindset. Don't worry and don't look at the past. Look to the future. Okay, Geminis, I love you. I'm a Gemini rising too. So listen, I get that. I get it. Listen, so you got the sun in your crown. Okay, you got the sun in your crown. I love this for you. All right, that's all you want. You want to use all those dark shadows from your life. Gone. Poof. Got. It's. We know the sun is the most powerful symbol in tarot. Not only that, the most powerful thing in the world. Like Gemini, we're alive because of the sun, right? The solar system exists because of the sun. I mean, this is very powerful. This is optimism. This is growth, okay? This is honestly, like it's all you want. It's just all you want right now, and you can have it. You can have it all. Just remember to flip your mindset. If you are in a place, think about what you want. All right, think about the path that you want to be on. All right, the universe is on your side. Okay, I want you to always remember that. Now, you got the High Priestess and the root of your spread. When I say you're going to go deep this month, here's your affirmation, okay? The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious. So I want you to know you're protected, okay? Remember, Jupiter's moving into your 12th house, right? All up here. You're going to be fine. She comes out when she says, just go within, okay? Go within. So if you're going to be up here, if you're going to be digging deep, unroot things, okay? Unroot things that don't serve you well anymore as you move forward. Secondly, if you are going to go up here, go here, right? Your pineal gland, all right? Intuition. She's all about intuition, all right? She is the most intuitive. She is the most spiritual. Like, listen, you see the book of law in her lap, the Torah, right? It's half veiled, okay? And then you do see the tree of life behind it. But listen, all I'm saying is, like, you have to go beyond your physical realm to really know, find those deep sacred, the wisdom that you're seeking, and then all that knowledge, like, what do I do? What's next? What's next? You have to go within. You have to go within. And you're going to, with, especially with this full moon in Scorpio in your 6th house, okay? Everyday activities, right? But also just Jupiter moving into your 12th house, but know that it's for the good, all right? It's for the good. And now look at your future. You got the 4 of Wands. When I say look forward, look forward, look forward. You have so much to look forward to. This is an absolutely, like, come on. This is the card of milestones, right? This is the card of, it's the hurrah card, right? Celebration, joy. It's in your future. There's something that you're going to be celebrating, okay? There's something that you're going to be celebrating. It's going to be amazing. A lot of y'all, it's going to be career, okay? Especially when you think about Saturn having moved into Pisces, right? That happened in March, and that was in your 10th house, okay? So not only career, but like it's a house of fame, right? Getting that public recognition, or even just recognition within, an organization, or just people that, resonate within your orbit, right? But this is like getting married, getting engaged, buying a new home, moving into a new home, getting a new job, getting a raise. You think milestone. This is like a powerful, significant card in your future. You can even see, I don't know if you're into like numerology, but 1111. You're blessed. You're good. Okay? Now, let's get to your stuff, Gemini. Gemini, I love you. You're amazing. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to know what's going on in your lives. I love hearing from y'all. Secondly, if you are a subscriber, I love you so much. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I wouldn't be here without you. So I really am grateful. I'm truly grateful. I'm very appreciative. All right. So let's get to your stuff. The only reason I was harping on this is because the Ace of Cups was in your challenge area. So I really want you to just have that self-love. Have that self-love this month, okay? And know that, you're blessed. You're blessed and protected. Now, Page of Pentacles. Looks like you are looking for something new anyway. Okay, so for a lot of y'all, this eclipse is going to be like a blessing in disguise. Okay, it's going to be a blessing in disguise. Some of y'all something may be eclipsed out of your life. Okay, eclipsed out of your life. All right, so but Page of Pentacles is like you want something new. The pages are the newbies in the royal court. This is new beginnings, new pathways, right? New journeys. But listen, pages are also messengers. Now, the Pentacles. Now, this is very, very synchronatic with what's happening astrologically. Okay, Pentacles are earthbound. It's money and wealth. All right. So, Page, Earth, Pentacles, Earth, very earthbound. Now, Page of Pentacles is Taurus. Remember all that activity that I was talking about. Remember how I was saying Mercury retrograde in Taurus, all right? Reassessing, light bulb moment, getting what you want. Okay? Keep that in mind. Something new's coming through. And, you know, the Page of Pentacles is, or you can manifest it. You manifest it, all right? That's what take action, all right? I want you to take action and know what you want moving forward. But this is just saying that it is something that you want to come through, all right? Money, wealth. Think about wealth in all areas of your life too, right? Your marriage, your, you know, relationships, your family, your career. So I really love that for you. And then you got the Hermit. That, like, when I say you're gonna do that, you're about to go do some deep soul searching. You are. I mean, that full moon in Scorpio, that's all that is. Okay, and then it is like death and rebirth too, right? But it's really we're going down a deep layer here. But also remember, Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity, is going into your 12th house. So that's gonna happen for you. Now, this is really interesting. The Hermit is someone who. Think about the Hermit, right? I mean, when we think about the Hermit these days in modern times in 2023, it has a very, you know, it has its connotation that is different than it was from the 14th century, right? Medieval times. The Hermit was like, people actually trekked for miles, weeks, to go see the Hermit in a cave, okay? This is... to get that wisdom. Look at this card. There's nothing here but gray. Remember, gray and tarot, wisdom. There's nothing here. Nothing. It's just gray. It's just wisdom. Okay? And so people would go seek this person out to get that wisdom, right? And so the Hermit came up in your external factors area. There's going to be, you're guided. There's going to be this spiritual guidance that you have, like whether through your spirit guides or, you know, just intuitively, all right? Well, you got the High Priestess in the root of your spread. So you're fine. You're going to be good. You're going to be protected, okay? They could actually be also someone in your life, all right? Someone that comes in your life. I mean, it could be someone that you know who really gives you, like, you know, life lessons and, you know, just that wisdom that you're seeking, that sage wisdom on this journey moving forward, okay? It could be someone you know, could be someone new, it could be even someone random at, like, you know, you're standing in line at Whole Foods and the person next to you is like, oranges, good for you, right? Like, but obviously something deeper than that, but it's going to be something that, like, you take away because it's in your external factors area. Just think of, like, I don't know, like, that little green guy, what's his name, in the Star Trek, is it Star Trek? Star Wars movies. Yoda. Yeah, I always forget it. Okay, Yoda. It's kind of like that kind of energy. That's coming through. Okay? Big time, big time. Now, 10 of Wands. I love this. All you want this to be over. You just want it to be over. You don't want to work so hard anymore. You don't want to, it's almost like you've reached the end of your rope and you're just like, ugh. Right? There's just so much going on. Okay? You can see that he's carrying all these wands by himself. So some of y'all have been, you know, maybe even taking on, you know, multiple responsibilities for other people too, as well. Like, it's clear as day here. Sometimes when you're doing that, you're distracted. You can't see where you're going. Just like this, you know, young man here. He can't see where he's going carrying all these wands. All right? So it's almost like the big energy here is, you know, especially with the 10 of Pentacles coming up in your past, and then, you know, the 10 of Wands coming, you know, the third card in your stuff, it's just saying, like, hey, I've 7 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, right? It's like, I've invested a lot, I've done a lot, I've really worked hard, I really want to lay these wands down soon, and you will, okay? You will. And you can. And all that burden, all that stress, it's like, be gone. And it will. Okay? 10 is the end of the suit. Okay? Laying those wands down, starting this newness, and hitting this milestone, this beautiful thing that's going to come for you. Now, you did get the 4 cups in your final outcome. And we're going to clarify that. But one thing I want you to know is that this is a very significant card. Okay? And I say it's a card of, you know, it's like a test. All right. Testing your gratitude. All right. Testing your gratitude. And I'm not saying that you're not grateful. It's just when this card pops up, especially in your final outcome, you can see the Hand of Spirit offering him the cup. He already has 3 cups. Now, why is this card so significant? Because we only see the Hand of Spirit in the aces. Okay. This is the only only card outside of the aces it appears. And so it's a card that you should really, really listen to, because again, his arms are crossed off like that. All right, he's crossing off his heart when the universe is offering him this opportunity. So there could be something that comes through that you don't like. There could be something that comes through where you may be in a situation where you're just feeling like it may be not exactly what you're looking for, but anything that comes through, be grateful that it actually came through, right? There's a message. There's some of y'all may how do I say this? A message coming through is like, some of y'all may feel like you don't want to regret something. If you're in a situation, especially with now, actually with the Seven of Pentacles here in the heart of your spread, there's almost a sense of like something could come through, but you don't want to regret something. Like maybe you are at a great job and there is this opportunity that comes through and you just don't know, like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this. There's that kind of energy, but remember, just be grateful that opportunity came through. You know, some people out there don't even get opportunities, right? And again, it's all about using your intuition. Using your intuition. Trust in yourself. If that opportunity, if you know, like, trust in yourself, and there you go. Oh my goodness. You see this, right? You see this. Ten of Swords. The Emperor, clarifying that Four of Cups, all right? So first things first, and I just have to repeat this because it came in your final outcome. Raise your energy levels. Be grateful for everything that you have in your life. Be grateful for everything. Flip everything. If there's been challenges you've been going through, think about the great things that have been happening, okay? Do that for me. Please do that, okay? Especially because of the Four of Cups coming in your final outcome. But now, look at this. This is crazy. You got the Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Remember, I said 10 is the end of the suit. You're moving into brand. Things are. This is a pivotal month for you. Let's just keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Once you have that gratitude, once you start seeing, you know, the beauty in things, and you know, it really is like just feeling that, appreciating everything that you have in your life. Things are going to come to an end for you. All that, remember, you have the Ten of Wands, but now you have the Ten of Swords. Now, this does look like a grim card. This is also saying you've gone through it, okay? All these cards here are saying you've definitely gone through it, okay? Swords. Now, I want you to see them as aligning your chakras, okay? You see his hand gesture of the Hierophant, all right? Ruled by Taurus, okay? The male equivalent of the High Priestess, all right? So a lot of that Taurus activity, I mean, like, we're in Taurus season for the first half. Mercury in Taurus. We have Jupiter moving into Taurus. We have a new moon in Taurus. So this is saying, once you have that gratitude, once you appreciate everything that's coming through, and not feeling like doubting yourself, or, you know, I want you to feel confident, okay? All of this will come to the end, okay? All of everything that's been like up here, stressing you out, making you worry, making you feel like, you know, it could even be like, with Jupiter moving into Taurus, it could also feel in your 12th house, like you may feel betrayed by some people. You may feel like, you know, that full moon in Scorpio really is like a lot of secrets are unearthed. You could feel that like someone, you know, betrayed you or backstabbed you, as it, you know, indicated here. But look, again, I'm going to remind you, his hand gesture is the hand gesture of the Hierophant, which is ruled by Taurus. And there's a lot of activity happening in Taurus right now, which is your 12th house, okay? So it's really unrooting those things. So anything that has happened to you, challenged you, really take that moment to unroot it, all right? And move forward from it, because that's what's happening here. The dark clouds are actually clearing. The sun is coming through. So this is blessing. You have to learn from all of this, okay? Learn from it so it doesn't happen again. Learn from it to empower yourself, okay? Gemini, one thing I'm going to tell you that just came up in my head. One thing that I did when I had when there was a lot going on, I had a situation where I was dating someone, and for about a year, it ended really, 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 really not good. This was a long time ago, though, but it was not good. And so what I did, because it was hard, breakups are hard, and it was, with me for many, many, many months, many months. Okay. And this person was like a painter, so I had a lot of their paintings, and they did paintings for me, wrote letters and stuff. And what I did to get over it, all right, to move forward from it, I went to my rooftop, took all of their stuff, burned it, okay? I felt so free. It was holding me back, and I felt so free, okay? I felt so free from that moment. So whatever you have to do from anything that from the past that's holding you back, do it, okay? Well, I wouldn't say whatever you have to do, but, with it sensibly, all right? Because, boom, you got the Emperor, okay? This is amazing, all right? He's the ruler, all right? This is mastery of self. Mastery of self. Can you believe it? You got the Emperor in your final outcome. This is, he has a long white beard for wisdom, crown for success, world in his hand. He's got the Egyptian Ankh representing life. It's like a life force, right? He rules his own destiny. You're golden. You're good. Gemini, I feel like we're BFFs at this point, okay? I feel like we're like friends on a couch, chatting it up. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you on your weeklies, all right? So, like I said, May 1st, the sun is conjuncting the Mercury, okay? Mercury retrograde, all right? There's that Kanzimi, that breakthrough point, all right? You have that major breakthrough. Have that major breakthrough, all right? Knowing what you need, knowing what you have to let go, knowing what you have to do, all right? And then May 5th, we have that full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Like I've already spoken so much about that. May 7th, Venus is going into Cancer. I want you to know at this point, remember, Venus and Mars will be in Cancer for 2 weeks at this point. Venus and Mars together, all right, in Cancer. That's actually a lot of like compassion and sensitivity, but like love. It's so sweet. It's so nurturing, okay? And remember, that's a lot of self-love there, all right? A lot of self-love, all right? And you may see some activity with your salary. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with you for the first week of May. Look at you. You're good. Yeah, I mean, you're good. King of Cups, this is someone who is very intuitive, someone who leads with his heart, has so much love to give. Remember, I talked about it, Venus and Mars and Cancer, all right? This is that, basically. All right, so listen, when I say very intuitive, he is the most psychic king, okay? He's very psychic. And remember, this is really like being on top of your emotions, being emotionally stable. His throne is literally on top of water. I mean, nothing can knock you off, all right? Nothing can knock you off. That's the first week. I love that for you. I absolutely love that you got the King of Cups, all right? So that's really good. It's just being very just not only like love for everybody in your kingdom, your empire, your family, but self-love too, all right? Remember, you got Ace of Cups and you're a challenger, so have that self-love, all right? The second week of May. There's a lot happening here, okay? And we'll talk more about, obviously, with all these aspects, we'll talk more about it in my weekly readings. But Mercury finally goes direct, all right? So your ruling planet, no longer retrograde on May 14th. But there's also like a really, May 12th is a great day for you. Mercury sextiling Saturn. Ooh, I mean, this whole week, just like, a lot of long-term commitment, goal energy, putting things into action. Venus is trining Saturn. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the second week of May. There you go. Page of Wands. Woo, this is good. You're good. You're good. I mean, you see, you got 2 pages here. Page of Wands, this is more about, he's a total dreamer, right? This is, that wand, it's so enlivening, right? It's our passions, creativity, okay? A lot of, especially coming after the King of Cups, a lot of creative energy here as well. But this is very transformative energy, okay? So it looks like something new is coming through, all right? I think it's going to be more of a message, like an email or a text is what's really coming through. But still, you're going to get some sort of message. It could be from your spirit guides. Pages are the messengers. Wands represent our passions. A lot of career energy here too. Okay, you can see him in the desert landscape. A reason for that. Okay, this page, look how compelled he is by that one. He has the power to turn that desert landscape into this lush, verdant, like rainforest of his passions. Okay, now, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of newness coming through, especially with all these tens. Things are ending too. Now, third week. Ooh, the big one, Jupiter going into Taurus, but then 2 days after that, we have the new moon in Taurus. How big is this new moon? We're going to talk about it the week of, when I do that weekly, but the moon in Taurus, sun in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, and Mercury in Taurus. That's a lot of activity in Taurus. Mars is entering Leo, which I really, really, absolutely love. I love that for you. And then, of course, May 21st, sun goes into your sign. Happy birthday, Geminis. We're entering your birthday season. So let's see what's going on for you for the third week of May. Oh, you got the 8 of Wands. You're good. You're good. I mean, this is honestly... I love this for you. It's the only card where there's like there's no figure, there's no person, there's no nothing but 8 wands zipping through the air. This is a lot of enthusiasm. This is a lot of just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Things happening for you fast now. Things are going to start happening for you really fast in the direction of where you're good. Let's just keep it that way. You're good. So things are going to start moving for you, and I don't want you to slow things down, all right? Don't slow things down. Go with the flow at this point, all right? Go with the flow at this point. Some of y'all may be traveling too. There's a lot of travel that's involved with that card, but even the fact that Mars just went into Leo, right, the day before, which is in, your travel sector, okay? So some of y'all may be traveling at the end of the month. And then also, like, Pluto and Aquarius went into your 9th house, all right? So a lot of travel there, too. And so the last week of May, what is going on for you? Let's see. There's some great aspects. The one I want you to pay attention to is May 26th. Venus is sextiling Uranus. Love is in the air big time. Huge, huge, huge. Okay? Big time. And you may be surprised with, it's a lot of things. Not even just love, but like your passions as well. But there's an element of surprise, and this is a great aspect. So we'll talk more about like the other aspects. A lot of it's like in it to win it, long-term goal energy. But let's see what's going on for you. Oh, good. You got the 9 of Swords. Okay. So this is, as you can see, he's in bed. He's like, did he do something wrong? Did someone do something bad to him? Is he in, did he have a fight? Is there something that he did that he regretted? Remember, that was like a thing earlier with the 10 of Swords up here. So this is in your last week, okay? This is in your last week. Now, one thing I want you to know, this is a card where I always say it's like free will, right? So you can see how the sword stacked over his head. It's time to take those swords out, okay? Because you can see the comforter, right? There's so much comfort in that comforter, right? Play on words. And maybe that's actually where the word comforter came from, right? I don't know. I gotta look into that. Look at all the roses. Look at all the beautiful astrological symbols. All right? So when I say this is a card of free will, this is when you have another choice. You can decide if you are still in your head and don't feel that protection from the High Priestess who's offering you protection, the Hermit here, and the fact that you have the Emperor in your final outcome where you are the ruler of your own destiny. You can find a lot of comfort not doing anything at all. You can have a lot of comfort getting out of bed, all right? So this is, and Gemini, y'all are the twins, right? So listen, it's almost like, with the 7 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, you are maybe going to have to, there's going to be a shift, all right? You're going to be like thinking about what's next, all right? What's next for me? Something could be eclipsed out of your life, but you have to have that gratitude. And again, with this card, there could be something, I'm not going to lie, something that where you find unfavorable that happens. There could be a fight. There could be, maybe you lose a client, or, maybe there's a fight in your family or relationship. But you have to always, like I said, raise your energy levels, okay? And if anything happens, hey, you're good. You're protected, all right? So put yourself in that headspace where, and also when this card comes up, especially because he is in bed at night, the last thing I'm going to say, when you flip everything, so what he's doing wrong is he's dwelling on it, okay? He's like, what went wrong? Why is this not happening for me? Why did this happen? You got to flip your way of thinking, right? You have to go to bed thinking, I'm so excited for tomorrow because I'm just going to nip this in the bud. So excited for tomorrow because I'm just going to take care of this, right? You see how it changes everything? That, I don't want to take up any more of your time because I feel like, oh gosh, 40 minutes. Okay, I'm going to let you go. But just Google theta mode, because it's an actual thing physiologically, all right? Our brain, when you go to sleep at night, changes everything, all right? So Gemini, I love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry it's a long reading, but just know, listen, you got the High Priestess, you got the Hermit, you got the Emperor, you got a milestone coming. You're celebrating something. Something new is coming through. You got 2 pages here. You need to just have that self-love and that gratitude, and you're good. I love you. I'll see you next week. Thanks so much, Gemini. Bye-bye.